Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuhu mbadi ngolingali konton koteke kibaro network alnali badi malem pamani nga kibaro tombong kabondi sojaro bulumu yalon ko wole janero ke APRC la political bureau la aning essentially dolbe je mul yalon ko ay tofo ko itelewo jani operation nyinga ko solbaji wolle ya bula ko nyinna bari janiro ay mo jamato kumandi fabaka Tombong Jatta be wole kono Yankuba Badjie ex minister of interior Usman Badjie Yankuba Colley mun ketanu meyoti KMC mo jama mul yalon kay tofo mena ngawo kibaro nyi ngawo le diala mbafula le kali continue ka subscribe kibaro network anim fanan kan content sol ke share alnal badi malem pamane den sudu o kibaro ko nen boto don se fanandro ke kumol mul yalan ko ngol bonda bulu ala baraka ba chala la mo nyima.
Yeah, so the thing is also this guy I'm not sure of him. Ansumana Tamba, I was thinking like Ansumana Tamba was aware of it because he was in Kanilai and I even met with Ansumana Tamba. Okay, so I was having two minds whether Ansumana was there or not. But Ansumana Tamba was he went to account for these cows on that day. But he saw me, he said that you are a fool. You are fucking stubborn headed. So then we passed away. At that time I was on my way going. Yes. Okay. During my conversation with Saul also, there's one guy. Then he was operation. That is Lieutenant Mendy. Yes, one Mendy. When Mendy. So this guy was telling me that, are you guys ready? He said, no, I am on the briefing. So I don't know how much he involved in it, whether he's aware of it or not, but I can hear him saying that, are you finished? Hey, do you guys finish? He said, no, I'm still briefing him. Yes, I don't know how involved he is in. Yeah, but he also called during me and Saul were talking. So these are the people that are involved. Usman was there, Saul was there, and that former mayor and the present and this present speaker is also there. Yes, but the lady that I am not sure of, this guy, Jifanka Jaju, the Fanka Jaju. No, I am not sure of that guy was there. No, Jifanka Jaju. I said to Jifanka Jaju. Yes, I said to Jifanka Jaju. Yes, that guy was not. I don't think was not there. No, I said to Jifanka Jaju was not there. But his office was born. His office was the real target. Okay, so when Saul gave me that car, Saul gave me about 25,000. When he gave me 25,000, that following day we have convoy to Kanilai. So that convoy that we go to Kanilai. We were there with you. That was the time we went. People were wrestling. I even wrestled with one guy, one of the oddlists. That is this guy, but now it's late. The tall one. I'm the one who was wrestling with Ba. Ba was wrestling with this guy, Asanja. So I also wrestled with Bereau, And from there, all that time, everything was going. On that day also, I wanted to call this guy Williams. Williams used to be my good guy. I wanted to talk to Williams, but when I called William, we were in his car, but at the end of the day, I changed my mind. I was scared, God Saul warned me very seriously, telling me that the person that you talk to may come to me, and if you leak this thing, that is the end of you. Nobody want to hear that is the end of you. So I also changed my mind. So I went out with William to this place, to the Johnson. We chat. After then we go back to the house again. So we spent Kanila. I think we spent Kanila almost 1 week. Then we came back to Banjul. So when we came back to Banjul, I talked to my boys. I met my boys. I convinced them one after the other. But if I'm convincing them, I don't tell them exactly what is happening. Because souls tell me that, if anybody who is going to be a part of you, don't let him know anything. Tell him that it's an executive order. It's an executive order and you stop there. Executive order and you stop there. So this is how I met these people one after the other. And when talking to them, most of them, they don't know that this guy is part of the team and that guy is part of the team. No. I talk to them in passing. One, if you agree, then you come on board. If you agree, then you come on board. Yeah. I will also tell them that if things go well, we all be going to be oddless inside the house. We will be oddless inside the house. So let's go and do this thing. We finish it. So after convincing all my boys, to be candid, Tumani Jallo was not there. That boy was totally innocent. He was not there. I never talked to him. To be candid. So when we came, I managed to go to the car park. I rent a Benz, and that Benz was a red Benz. I rented at Kotu car park, road to the power station. That's where I rent that car. So when I rent that car, I was in Kanilai. So I dropped the car with one of my boy here. I go back to Kanilai. So when I was in Kanilai, on Friday, I came for weekend. So my boy Daudambai come away from Combo, pick me at Kamfenda Johnson. When he picked me at Kamfenda Johnson, me and Daudambai, then we drove. On that very day, Friday, I wanted to go and burn the Aprc Bureau, but things doesn't materialize. So there was small push and pull, because we first go to Senegambia. When we go to Senegambia, we were there. But one of my boys said, no, today is not a good day. Today is not a good day. So that today is not a good day. So I laughed. I said to him, hope you are fit for the job. He said, yes, he's fit for the job. But today is not a good, it's not a good day. Then I let it go. Then the following day, that was on Saturday. On Saturday night, I take them straight to Senegambia again. One of the restaurant, put them in there. When I put them in there, we were there sitting. I was monitoring the time. I monitored the time up to around 4:30. Then that is the time I tell them that it's time for move. So then I pick them up. I convince everybody. Then we all board the car. Then we drove. At that time, there was bulldozer. The bulldozer was there. So this bulldozer, the bulldozer, we passed two of their checkpoints. When we passed two of their checkpoint, the last checkpoint was a police checkpoint around the MDI Johnson. We even have some confrontation because they said the way we were driving the car, it was dangerous. So one of my boy want to capitalize. They were not in for it. One of the boy want to just bring chaos so that we push and pull with them to kill them, and it's daybreak. So I just killed I killed the situation. Then we pass. Then when we wheel around the MDI Johnson, then we see the bureau. When we saw the bureau, so when Sonko left and go, okay. And so also when he is also dealing with me, he's also don't want to tell me everything. All he tell me is from the big man. It's from the big man. It's an executive order. don't ask too much of question. That's what he used to tell me. But these people I am sort of Usman ateda bijele. Usman is there. Ate sol bijele. Yankuba, why his office is been avoided. Okay, Yankuba office ekongaje avoid. Okay, Tombong is there. He is there also. He is also part of it, part and parcel of it. These are the politicians that I'm talking about. So Wolfana as a kino model lefana be kono, but Solning Usman, they stand at the better position to explain that one. But Ming Jatta intela area, me my area, that's what I'm talking about. Intela area to inte ni minul dilta face to face wala ñu mo fulonti call sol fanan ka kele anytime ni nabe diamu kan call sol kanana ne pattern into that issue because aka foyle ko bi nyanta ka nyin ndoke mitle, you know. So this how things are, you know, this how things goes. Because ndefana I surprise na mean that's how it also surprises me. I don't know, after these people enjoying from the big man, at the end of the day they become part of the people who were trying to undermine him. Okay. Good evening, sir. Your Excellency, how are you doing? Yeah, okay. I have remember another incident again, you know, pertaining to the big house, your own house, your oddlies, you know, one of the oddly was there to track you, but he was posed there through Saul Badjie, any of the file that came inside. File not a corner to jail, you know, so this guy will monitor the file. If Saul have any interest on it, then Saul will, you know, he will contact Saul. The oddly by the name Colley, he was a Lions couple, I don't know his first name, you know. Yeah, so that's how Saul was operating there at that time, you know. He have a lot of places where he just control. It's just, you know, God protection, you know, God was protecting you. You were not harmed at that time, you know. But all Saul do was, you know, Saul have control everywhere. Everywhere was controlled by him, you know. Yeah. Definitely not anybody that he used, that guy have been used out of fear, not intention, but out of fear. It was out of fear. Definitely it was out of fear. So that guy is there. If anybody that Saul doesn't want that guy to come and meet you, then he will inform Saul. He will inform Saul, then Saul will block that guy of coming. Good morning, sir, Your Excellency. Okay, so there was also another plan that was in place. Like for instance, you know, inside your house, inside the palace, inside your house, okay, you do have weapons there. So those weapons normally, if you are living from Banjul to Kanilai, that weapon you will be transferred from the house to the car. Okay, there is another weapon, the 50 caliber. That is the sniper weapon, the long sniper weapon. So that sniper weapon also was, you know, we were trying to take it from the house to our disposal, you know. But unfortunately, you know, that was the time you were not traveling. So the general was facilitating how to bring that weapons from that house. So he have assigned that Colley. That Colley is supposed to be the guy who should bring out that weapon from the house. But unfortunately, during that time you were not traveling. That was the time I think you were not traveling outside the country. So it was purposely, when at any given time at that duration, if you leave the country to away, so during your away, that was the time this particularly Colley will bring the weapon and give it to General Badjie, and General Badjie will hand over it to us. so that it will be positioned. You know, normally when the convoy is coming, you do use to pull your head out. So it will be positioned in Banjul around that Nawek tank. So if during your arrival going inside the police, that is the particular weapons that they will use against you. But God so great, you were during that time you were not traveling, and there was no way, there was no possibilities of getting that weapon from that house, from your house. Thank you, sir, and have a good day. There are many people who involved there, so I'm trying to remember them, because most of the time I'm just trying to remember during my stay with the general, the communication, the calls that he used to receive, and the people that he used to talk to. So definitely I'm trying my best so that I will tell you everything. Yeah, thank you, sir, and have a good day, sir. Yeah, so when we reached to the bureau, we drive and we saw the security guy. This security guy was watching at us. So then I have to go down from the car and I allow the car to move. Then I take that other side of the road that come from the Iceman going to Bakary. So that's the way I took. Then I jumped the fence, I go and point the security guy. I put him down. Then he surrendered. Then I tied him out. I called my colleague, that is Daudambai, to come and join me. When Daudambai come and join me, then we recheck the perimeter. When we recheck the perimeter, then that is the time I enter. We all enter. We break the doors and enter. And it's like the documents were at this guy's office, Jifanka Jaju. Jifanka Jaju was, yes, in this office. We find a lot of documents there. We don't take no money there. People were saying that we have taken money. There was no money there. Nobody take no money there. We don't even have that time to check money. Our mission was to go and burn documents and we leave. And that's how we do. So we check those things and we burn we arrange all the documents on top of a table, and we take all the shit, arrange them, and those there were at that time there should be a program, a big program. So some of the materials were even there. So we burn all those t-shirts and most of the items there. The Funkajaju office was born, and I was given a directive. There is one iron door. Let me avoid that iron door. Let me not burn it. So that iron door was not born break, because I understand Yankuba Colley. Mr. Colley is the one who owns that door office. So we were given the directive that let us not burn that office. Okay. So I go down also. I burn another document that is downstairs. A lot of documents, registered documents. We burn them all. All documents were burned there. Voters cards are there. I can see plenty. So all those things were all burned. So when I burn them, then that is the time we fled the scene. Yeah, we fled the scene. But the present House Speaker who is acting right now, he is there. He is part of it. This former Mayor Colley is also part of it. How I know that? Through Sol and Usman. They were telling me these people are also part of it. So you have nothing to worry. You have nothing to worry. Everything is under control. All we need you to do is do this job perfectly as a soldier. And that's how I do it. So on that, the thing, the incident happened Saturday night. So the daybreak was on Sunday. So after Saul called me, I tell him, he praised me, thank you, yes, He said, I'll see you. So after I was sleeping at that time, in the evening, that was around 5, I ride my bicycle. I went, because I live in Talinding. I ride my bicycle up to the up to this place, the Bereau back again. I find Saul standing there with securities. The PIO have already manned a VCP, a checkpoint there, both in and out. So when I went there, I met one guy live in Bakary. They call him Sire Kamara. He said, "Hey, you dipin call na Bereau be jani, yena Bereau jani." But to be honest, no UDP gang is involved in this. It's purely these people that I tell you. These are the people that involved in this operation. No UDP personnel was in this. Never. I don't know. None of them. None of them were in this. So when I saw Saul Badjie standing there, I was putting on a cap with civilian dress with my bicycle. So I just ride my bicycle. I pass. He even saw me. He even saw me. I was riding the bicycle. He just shake his head, give me a signal. I also pass them. I go. He was standing opposite the Bureau. So I think the investigators were doing their job. Then NAVEC workers also are on top of the poles, working, doing their electrical job. Then I call my guard commander at Kanila. I tell him that today Sunday I cannot come because I am I supposed to run 1 or 2 things on Monday morning. Then from there I will come, and then that's how I do things. Then on Monday, then I go back to Kanila at my former guard post. That is 4 house. I was there. So when I was there, okay, this guy, and Sumatamba on that day he was at Kanilai. And Sumatamba on that day was at Kanilai. He went for a mission in Kanilai. So I received a call. I received a call from from Saul. He tell me that you need to leave. I tell him, leave for what? He said, you are a fool. If you don't leave, you are finished. Okay, I tell him, okay, no worries, I will leave. He said, if you reach anywhere, just let me know. I will work on everything for you. Then that's how I also call my boys. I'll tell them that no, we have to leave. Everything is spoiled. Let's go back. We have to leave. Me, I'm here at Kanilai. Then let's meet in Zigen. Let's meet in Binjona. They said we meet in Slate. I tell them that Binjona is more close to me. So that's how I go. I go to Binjona, I wait for my boys. I was trying to call each and every one of them to make sure that they all leave because I put them in this, So when I meet in Dakar, this guy, Usman Sonko, sent me money to take a apartment, and we were all living in that apartment. He was giving us, every month he give us about 15 grand, 15,000, to pay our money, to pay our house rent, and that's how we live there till the day we come back home. Yeah, but they were in touch with us because I tell them that I'm going to expose it. They said anytime that I expose this, because many people are involved that you don't know. So that's how things go. And when we came back also, the same thing, this guy told me that if you talk here, you will see yourself in jail. You'll see yourself in jail. So call me from Equatorial Guinea. He said we are still under control of this country. So if you talk, you go in jail. So I was thinking of this present House Speaker. I was thinking of Yankuba, Colley. They are all part of it. And Tombong, Jatta, they are all part of it. Ninko ko politician wala nyinti wala this present speaker nyinti is a politician. Yankuba Colley is a politician. Okay. Like Usman Sonko, Atenin Sol Badjie, they are the founder of this thing. They are the founder of this operation, and they are the pioneers. They are the people that they are the people that were giving me money. These are the people that were giving me money. For me to rent the car that I rented that red car that I rented, and my fuel was from their pocket. And the person that I meet with is two person. That is Yankuba. That is this guy. That is Saul, and this guy and Usman Sonko. So this Usman Sonko is the one that is giving me phone too. Attending Saul by like a koro dindala. Hani Kabrim Dakar, it all they are the people who were paying the money. They were the people who are paying my house and our feeding down there. Yeah, so they are the people who put us in this. They are the people who are behind everything of this. Solning Usman Sonkolom. Okay, as I said, yet still the threat is going. The threat is going around. Okay, Fabakare, Fabakare attending, Wolf and Wolf Darjele. That one soul can stand at a better position to answer it. How will I know that these are voters card who are there? And Jumala officer bije, Yankuba officer bije, Yankuba Bajila office, Yankuba officer bije attending Jifanka Jaju. And these are the office that they direct me. Ikonga Yankuba officer nying avoid. So what office do nying Jifanka ta aning office do fana bije sambe je mal Jumala ta woti. Ani mimbe duma nga wala jani, wala politician olti. So this general have influenced many places. He have many places that he control under his own control. But all he will tell you that if you mess up, you know what will happen to you. So people do his service based on fear and other things. Out of fear. The bottom line is out of fear. People do it out of fear. Because he will threaten you. You will not even know where you stand. You will not even know who you go and talk to. You're going to complain this thing. You may go and complain it at the wrong guy. At the end of the day, you are a victim. So you don't have any other choice than to do it. Yeah. So this it. So that guy was there as a oddly but loyal to this general. He was totally answerable to this general. Any day he is on duties, he is responsible of anything that is going on there. Saul will be aware of it. So Saul will be aware of it. Yeah, and he was also working with that Sonko hand in glove. He was also working with Sonko hand in glove, the former Minister of Interior. They were working hand in glove. They were always together. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, bro, pertaining to the ambush that I just raised, ambush I can't just another demo Latina, because there was another team. He wanted me to play that kind of role again, So after another stand down there, because if you can remember, na plane crew nintol kata advance party in Kafenko Sotola 25, we have a amuka. Follow kata prior before the convoy will take off. That amuka would take more than 30 minutes or 1 hour before the actual convoy will come. So he wanted to use me for me to hijack that ammo car. That ammo car, you have PKMS, you have certain weapons there. So those are the weapons. Even a RPG used to be there with the cells. So he want me to hijack that car. But what happened is the driver was the driver was 40. I think it's 40, and the guy who used to be there at that time was Francis Sambu Odemba. It's from Dar es Salaam. So when when Wasifa Bekela hijack it will involve life. So that life, I don't want to take the life of my own brother. We come from the same village, So I turn it down. I said no to that. I can't do that, So okay, I will think of that, So but he ended up being threatening me. But after all, Lentenata, okay, now let's just do this from this, then we will see how am I going to go about it. He said to me that he's going to change Francis and bring somebody there. I can afford it. So that's where we stop, Yeah, after big money, thank you very much, thank you very much, number Jakan. any of his doubt, na ning fengo ya doubt pertaining to maybe if he question me, if my mind recalls, then I will come with the full answers. Thank you very much. Okay, to be realistic about that thing, because he told me there's another team, but to me, my understanding, Saul was, really, he was relying on me because he trusted me, he tested me, and I approved him. Kabrabota wo petroleum operation or petroleum operation or essential role then I move ahead to go to the bureau. So okay, so Kabringa Francis Lock fire, then Akonyoko then let's see whether so Saul was trying to change the show, was trying to change Francis because he wanted me to participate in it, but I can tell you, okay, operation only nyanta kala muntole. The operation was about to happen here. Nyanta kala no let's say abukola or breach onyinto, okay? So the thing is because moto in the only place that we can get him ntenga min so jisa wolom ning traffic on you slaughter. The traffic on you now slaughter, that is the time I'm going we're gonna assault the car and get rid of this and hijack it. So it will be between Abuko and the abattoir, okay? Because near because vanolom, it's a vanolom is vanolom because near with uniform so there will be more arrest. So that was the thing, nga lanu nyami. So everybody like sign ninga moto nyintaje, then we will tie these people and put them inside that car. So inside that van, you can see there is a duska bijele. PKMSL BJL and you have RPGs. Now the plan was just to lay down the ambush, hit, but the target is going to be only the big man's homo jeep. New hitter. If you hit that one, then we will left the ammo cars. We will leave all the ammunition. Then at the state house. Yeah, understand. Man of I understand. So
mbaɗigol mbele yamoy audiol to mum fota je kendigo ñi expose ke ka fo molmol yalan ko le daɓe ñing ko yimɓe kono faɓaka Tombong Jatta wol len Yankuba Colley wol anin molmol yalan ko Sol Badjie wol Yankuba Badjie wol ñelle molti anin Ousmane Sonko wol be ye be to kumande ñing ko ñing kono le ka fo ko itelle be ñing ko ñing koma butundung ko jamfa if la molli do your own your own trustworthy people will cast against you. So if this is true allegation, then definitely it will be very, very hard for people to be trustworthy nowadays, because these are people muli alonko jame have done lot for them, specifically Fabakar Tombong Jatta wol ni but Fabakar la ko diamosi adal definitely, because ko diamosi adal ko bala fawata parce que alpha ite tinyaro ko mata dawada fo to e foje o diamosi adal baki metentro kala ngai ro mul yalon ko le kala mo yalnal badi malen pamani. Thank you for watching Kibaro Network.